So LaDue, what's the answer from Mitchell LaDue?
Everyone, thanks for coming. I hope you all got here okay. I know the MTA can be kind of crazy, like when there's flooding or when you have to look at the other people. Like the other day I was heading to work and I saw a guy on the subway flossing his teeth. And I almost threw myself on the third rail. And maybe that's an overreaction, but I was trying to read an email on the train and I just needed something a little less distracting right in front of my face. Like a mariachi band. Or a beheading. Because seeing this wasn't just gross or upsetting, it was intimate. Like, you learn a lot about a person watching them floss. Like what they had for lunch. Or why they're alone. And the part of this that really, for lack of a better term, fucked me in the brain is that flossing on the subway is the most confusing mix of good and bad hygiene that I have ever seen in my life. It's like cleaning one ear with a Q-tip and the other with a used tampon. What do you think you're accomplishing there? Like, I know 9 out of 10 dentists say that you should floss, but all 10 would tell you to keep that shit off the G train. I've been told I have an issue with my anger. I don't know if that came across when I was yelling about a stranger's dental routine. But one thing I try to do to relax is play board games. And it always makes me really calm and chill. And so last week, when my friends and I played a game called Secret Hitler. Yeah. And I didn't know the rules, but as the only Jew in the room, I had a hunch they were stacked against me. And what the game is all about is you're trying to figure out who the imposter is. So Secret Hitler took the best parts of Among Us and the worst parts of recorded history and put them together in a fun little box. And the way it works is you play as the German Chancellor, and you're trying to stop the Nazis from taking control. And the premise is really exciting, but it also means that when you lose, it's not just a bummer, it makes you responsible for the Holocaust. Which are pretty high stakes to put on a game night. I've never taken my dick out at work. Yeah, that's an applause line, yeah. I've never taken my dick out at work to see whose was the biggest. But at my office, we compete in different ways. Like, I work for a non-profit, so when we want to one-up each other, it's not by measuring our penises, it's by bragging about the charities we work for, which is honestly more disgusting. Because bragging about charity is like the only way to let someone know you're a good person and the worst person all at the same time. It's a weird mix. It's like the flossing on the subway of morality. Like one time I was telling a story and my coworker fully interrupted me to flex about working at a pediatric hospital. And it's the only time I've heard someone talk about helping a sick child where I thought, this guy's kind of an asshole. I'm trying not to be judgy, I'm trying to be a more open person. I'm trying a lot of new things, actually. Like, I've started being really submissive in the bedroom. And not just handcuffs or blindfolds, real hardcore shit. Like, my girlfriend's making me watch Gossip Girl. And I just have to lie there and take it. And what Gossip Girl is about, for the doms in the audience? Are there any doms in the audience? Not a big wooing crowd, the doms. But what Gossip Girl is about is it's the show about these rich high school kids with a dumb blog that over 6 seasons slowly chips away at your will to live. And the thing I hate most about it is not one of the characters on Gossip Girl seems like an actual teenager. Like, yeah, they're younger than the adults in the show, but they still act like a fully formed person, which couldn't be further from what I was like in high school. In high school, my brain was, like, high school was a crazy time for my brain. Like, in high school, you're taking 8 classes a semester, and you're the smartest you'll ever be at so many different academic subjects. and the dumbest you'll ever be at everything else. Think about that. Like when I was 16 and my friends and I would punch each other in the nuts for fun, I was the best at math I would ever be in my life. Or when I wanted to impress Susie from homeroom by doing a backflip into the pool, and I missed the pool, I knew the name of every bone in my hand that I shattered. And it's frustrating because you know so many things except for the things you want to. Like in high school, I could speak Latin, a language that's been dead for 1,000 years, but I couldn't speak to any girl my age. That meant if I wanted to ask a girl out for a date, I didn't need a pickup line, I needed a time machine. Which I wasn't able to invent, by the way, even though I was the best at science I would ever be in my life. Thank you, everyone.